Hello you guys, and welcome to Abundantly Minimal. My name is Sarah, and thank you for joining us for today's video all about spring cleaning. Recently I did a video about ways you can keep your surfaces and other areas around your home clutter-free, but today I wanted to talk more about the cleaning aspect, and specifically 10 very cheap and easy cleaning hacks or cleaning tips to help you keep your space clean, even if you don't have the time or energy to always be doing a deep clean. For a quick disclaimer, I am not a cleaning professional. However, as someone who hasn't always enjoyed cleaning but still wants to maintain a clean space, these simple strategies can help with that. And of course, there are some things that do require deeper cleaning, and that's not necessarily something that will be addressed in this video. Let's begin. The first strategy is to keep tools where you need them. Whatever items that you need to clean a certain space, if possible, keep those tools close by. For instance, under our sink in the kitchen as well as in our bathroom, we keep a spray bottle that we have a DIY spray solution, which I'll get to very shortly, in, as well as some extra rags that we use for cleaning. Keeping them in the exact rooms where we use them makes it very easy to quickly wipe things down without having to run across the house to go get the items that you need. Tip number 2 is to make a very simple DIY all-purpose cleaner. My go-to recipe, which is not original, I got it from somewhere, mix of water, white vinegar, and a few drops of some essential oil. I guess it kind of depends on what you're using it for, but this all-purpose cleaner works great on a lot of different surfaces. I usually use it on countertops in different areas as well as in our bathroom for a cleaner, in the kitchen, and it's worked really nice for us. Of course though, do check certain surfaces before you use this cleaning mixture to make sure it's okay. Not only is this cleaner very affordable to make, but it serves a lot of different purposes. And really, we don't need to have as many cleaning products as the brands and companies that make cleaning products would like us to think. Tip number 3 is to have some DIY cleaning rags. Although one might think they need to go purchase cleaning rags, and there are different types that have specific purposes, why not repurpose an old piece of clothing that can no longer be worn or maybe is so worn it can't even be donated, and cut that up into rags? For me, if I've got clothing with lots of holes in it and I know I can't repair it or donate it, I will often cut it up into different rags, and these can work great for different purposes around the house. For instance, these flannel pajama pants I was keeping off to the side until I needed to make some new rags, and I find the flannel is especially great for wiping up dust. And with the DIY cleaning rags, socks work great too. So if you have any of those mismatched socks or socks with holes in it, that is another great option. This can also be a way to reduce our dependence on paper towels. Tip number 4. If you are someone who doesn't jump in the shower right away and you let it warm up for a little bit first, why not give the countertop a quick spritz and wipe it down while you wait for the water to warm up? This is a really quick way of multitasking. I know for us it takes about 30 seconds to a minute, and our counter's not that big, so just doing a quick spray and then wiping down the counter can be done really fast, and it's just a way to keep those counters sparkling clean. The next tip is kind of related. If you do take really hot showers that generate a lot of steam, you could choose to clean the mirror after you've taken that shower. Some of the steam will loosen up some of the grime that might be on the mirror, and it makes it really easy to wipe down after you get out of the shower. My next hack is actually a tool. This year I did make a purchase of a small handheld vacuum, and honestly I love what this does to my space. It's so nice for random messes and dust or dust bunnies that accumulate in certain spots. The one we have is cordless and we are loving it so far. Whenever we see dust collecting in a certain area or just excess crumbs, food scraps, whatever it is, it's so easy to just run that vacuum along the mess and not have to worry about any of that. It just is a really instant solution that maybe only takes 30 seconds each day or each time I'm using it, but it can really help to maintain a clean environment. It's also an easy way to extend the time between vacuuming your entire space or mopping, whatever you do to clean your floors in general. Of course, we don't have any pets, so if you do have pets, that might be something that you need to do more often. For tip number 7, as you are cooking, use some of that downtime while you're preparing food to tackle some of the dishes and other materials you're using in the kitchen. This is a great way not only to make the meal, but also to almost clean up after the meal while everything's in progress. So if you've got food scraps, disposing of those while you're letting something saute or steam, while you're waiting for something in the oven or for water to boil, are there any dishes that you can put away or rinse out? Even dishes from earlier in the day can be done during this time. Since you're already in the kitchen and you're already working, fitting in little tasks within those breaks can help you accomplish more and not have to feel like it's this tedious after dinner task, which before we did this definitely felt like it. Next up, use citrus fruits to help keep your sink clean and smelling fresh. I do often use fresh limes in the morning when I make my favorite green smoothie, and when I'm done, I don't throw them away. I use them to scrub around part of the sink, and if you've got a garbage disposal, you can grind them up there to help everything smell fresh and prevent any odors. Tip number 9 is to speed clean surfaces. Now I know we've talked about a few of the surfaces in this video so far, but I think surface clutter is really important to address because it's one of the quickest ways a place can feel messy. So if we really try to keep surfaces clean, perhaps you do some sort of challenge for yourself. Maybe it's a minute, maybe it's 2 minutes, maybe it's 5 minutes, and you just do a quick wipe down of all of the surfaces in your space, as well as put things that might have accumulated there during the day away where they belong. If we're able to prevent too much clutter from accumulating in these spaces, it's going to keep things a lot more organized and just have a much better feeling in our space. Sometimes if we feel like a task feels too tedious, we're not as motivated to do it. But if you set a timer for yourself and say, okay, look, I'm only going to do it in this amount of time. Or on the flip side, you could say, well, let's see how quickly I can get it done. That can be a fun incentive to help keep you going. Lastly, and this is more of a minimalism tip rather than a cleaning tip, although it will definitely save you time from the cleaning perspective, see if there's any surface items or furniture you could remove that would make your cleaning process easier. I think in the process of any type of cleaning, whatever's in the way can really slow us down. Whether it's removing furniture while you're trying to vacuum or clearing things off a surface when it's time to dust, these can definitely slow us down. The less that you have out, the quicker you're going to be able to completely clean your space. So really question, do these items actually need to be out? Do I actually need that decorative piece of furniture? Do I like it enough because every time I vacuum I have to move it out of the way? Decide if these things are worthwhile to you, and you might find that having less makes it a whole lot easier to keep your space clean. I hope this video was helpful and I wish you the best on any of your spring cleaning. I will actually link the Habits for a Clutter-Free Home video right here if you haven't seen it yet, and feel free to subscribe to the channel right up here. We can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.